This clip is sponsored by Wash and Go, and that can only mean one thing. That's right, I'm surrounded by a sea of green. By now you should know that Wash and Go is the best way to look after your luscious locks. I mean, look at what it's done for mine. Fantastic. But you don't have to take my word for it. Just look at some of the 600 plus unreal reviews on their Amazon page. Linda from the United Kingdom says, well, it smells lush and leaves hair smelling fresh. Fantastic, Linda. Kindle customer JSB says, product arrived as advertised. Always very important. Always important to know that, Kindle customer JSB. And finally, my personal favourite, it's shampoo and it works for me. Absolutely fantastic there from Casey. It is indeed shampoo and also a conditioner. If you want to get your Wash and Go today, then hit the link in the description and get your bottle sent to you today. And remember, it's a shampoo and it works for me. Mark, I've been depressed for over 6 weeks now. Feel like I'm stuck in my life. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I love my job and I hate my colleagues. Oh, Nelly, well, you're halfway there. Maybe ask if you can work from home. It's not a bad solution. Unless you're a swimming pool attendant, in which case it's going to be very difficult. But no, I mean, the best thing you can do, Nelly, is look at solutions. If you love your job and you hate your colleagues, we need to know what you do for a living, really. But will you be getting up at 6 for the Australian GP? Yes, I will, Stuart Bates. Yes, I will. Yeah. Rupin says we should do one player per country, but that would be a bloody nightmare. I can't do that on a live chat. It'd be a nightmare. Okay, so let's start off. We're doing a World 11 here at half time. And we need to crack on a little bit because we've already had 5 minutes of the Portugal half-time. So, a World 11, who would you put in goal as the best goalkeeper in the world? XD says Karius would be an interesting one. Best goalkeeper in the world, I don't think it's Manuel Neuer anymore. I would have said Oblak maybe a year ago, but I don't think it is him anymore. Do we now look to the Premier League for the best goalkeeper in the world? Hi Mark, it's Daniel again. What's your opinion on fans supporting two teams? I'm a die-hard Arsenal fan, but I'm also Mexican, therefore I have a soft spot for Wolves and support United for Chicharito, says Dan. Yeah, I mean, some people do it, but I think it depends on who you go for, really, because I don't think you can support United and Arsenal. I think the rivalry's too big. I think you can support Arsenal and have a soft spot for Wolves, that's fine, but I don't think you can support United. Lots of people are going with Mendy as the goalkeeper. Some people are saying Courtois. I think he's been fantastic at the moment. I would say the best goalkeeper in the world at the moment is Courtois. Donnarumma's fell off a bit. I mean, look, Donnarumma's fell off a bit. Alisson and Ederson, I'd say I would go with Alisson over Ederson because I think Ederson spends most of his game stood there counting his fingers. I mean, he just doesn't seem to get tested much. Mendy's very good as well. So I would say it's between Courtois and Mendy. I would go with Courtois at Real Madrid, but you might go with something different. Right back, I heard somebody say today as well, I can't remember who it was, or maybe it was yesterday, and they were basically saying that Luke Shaw was hands down the best left back at the Euros. And I was like, Spinazzola says hold my beer. I know he got a bad injury, but Spinazzola was bloody brilliant in the Euros. And I thought Luke Shaw was brilliant as well, but I would have put Spinazzola ahead of Luke Shaw in the Euros. Right back, well, Cancelo, does he play at right back? I think he plays at left back for City. I personally think that maybe Cancelo, you could put him at left back and go with Trent at right back. I think it's got to be Trent at right back. I'm going to go with Trent. And you know, maybe you throw Cancelo into the left back argument, but I would go with Trent at right back. So Courtois, Trent. Let's do the left back because we're talking about the left back. Can anybody? This is a World 11 we're doing here. I'm enjoying it. Make sure you smash a like and subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. We're on the road to 636k. Everyone's welcome on That's Football. Champions League double watch alongs next Tuesday, Wednesday. Arsenal against Crystal Palace next Monday night. Sunday, I think we're doing Spurs, Newcastle, and on Saturday it's Man United versus Leicester on the United Stand. But I think we might be doing the 3 o'clock kickoffs on here because there's a few games. Left back, I would say Cancelo. Theo Hernandez is a good shout. Alphonso Davies. I know he's a good player, but I do think Cancelo at left back. Andy Robertson's fantastic. I do like Andy Robertson, but I think I would put Cancelo at left back. Personally, I would. Thoughts on the Netherlands team with Van Gaal. Cheers from Santa Rosa, California, says Nico. Hopefully they're going to be competitive. I think there's some good teams in the World Cup, and I'm looking forward to the World Cup. Yeah, I'd go with Cancelo. Centre-backs. Who would you go as your centre-back pairings? Now, there are 3 of the best centre-backs in the world in the Premier League, with Rafael Varane, Virgil van Dijk, and Ruben Diaz, and Rudiger. For me, they are 4 of the best centre-backs in the world. Beyond the Premier League, Marquinhos is very, very good. I think a lot of people I used to talk about, like the Koulibalys, the Chiellinis, the Godins, the Ramos, I think they fell off a bit. Although Napoli are doing very well this season, so maybe Koulibaly could still be in that equation. But look, I know he's playing in a bad United side, and I'm going to be biased here, but I would definitely put Varane in, because I've seen firsthand what difference he makes to a shit United side. Like, when he doesn't play, we can get slapped up 4-5. When he does play, it's never happened, and he makes a massive difference. So I think if he was playing in a decent side, if Varane was playing for Liverpool or Man City, he'd be one of your best players. So I would have Varane there. It's just unfortunate that he's joined a shit United side. And I'm a bit biased, but I do think Thiago Silva's great as well. So I would go with Varane. Bit of bias there, but I do see what he is. And I'd probably have put him there if he was still at Real Madrid. I'd go Varane and Van Dijk. Yeah. I still think Van Dijk has the edge over Rudiger and Ruben Diaz. So I would go Varane and Van Dijk. But to be honest with you, you could easily go Rudiger and Diaz. That would be a bloody brilliant centre-back pairing as well. I think it's wafer thin between all 4, really. You could even go with Marquinhos as well. Yeah, Alaba's not bad. Yeah, I would go with Varane and Van Dijk. So that's my back 4. Courtois, Trent, Cancelo as my fullbacks, Van Dijk and Varane. I'm going to play a holding midfielder, a box-to-box, and an attacking midfielder. Who would you want as your holding midfielder? I mean, for me, I really like Rodri. I really like Fabinho. You could probably put Kante there if you wanted to. I'm a big fan of Verratti as well. I really do like Verratti, but there's only one, and it's Kimmich for me. Huge fan of him. It would have to be Kimmich. Declan Rice. I like Declan Rice, but I've got to be honest, when I'm talking about Verratti and Kimmich and Fabinho and Rodri, I'm not thinking about Declan Rice, to be honest with you. So I would go with Kimmich, although I am a massive fan of the other people that I've said there. Box-to-box midfielder. Gundogan comes to head straight away. I think he's a bit underrated. I think he's fantastic, Gundogan. I'm thinking Premier League here, box to box. I mean, I know he's getting on, but I still think Modric is fantastic. Yeah, I do still think that Modric is fantastic. Box to box is difficult, isn't it? Bernardo Silva, yeah, he's good. Is he physically enough that I wanted a box? I mean, Jude Bellingham would be the one for me, but I just don't think he's quite there yet. McGinn. Kante, yeah, Kante. You probably just took it away from me there. I probably would go with Kante. I don't think I could miss out on that, to be honest with you. So I'll go Kante. Kimmich and Kante, that would be pretty decent. And then my attacking midfielder would be still be Kevin De Bruyne. I still think he is the best. I love Bruno, but he ain't the same as De Bruyne. So I would go Kimmich, De Bruyne and Kante. Portugal players are coming out here for the second half. Michael Oliver, the fourth official. And that leaves your front three. Who would you have as your front three? And this is where it gets interesting, because you've got your Neymars, you've got your Mbappes, you've got your Salahs, you've got your Manes, you've got your Messis if you want, you've got your Ronaldos if you want, you've got your Lewandowskis. Vinicius Junior has been fantastic for Real Madrid this year as well. You've got your Benzema's. I mean, take your pick on your front three. I just don't know. Salah, Mbappe, Benzema, not bad, is it? Ronaldo, Lewandowski, Messi, says captain. Haaland as well, yeah. I think as a front three, I would go Neymar, Lewandowski, Salah. So my 11, Koulibaly just missed a penalty as you were talking about him. Also Salah blazed it over, says Reese. Yeah, let us know what's happening in that. So my 11, my world 11 would be Courtois, Trent, Van Dijk, Varane, Cancelo, Kimmich, Kante, De Bruyne, Neymar, Lewandowski, Salah. Good luck against that. I think it'd be a bloody brilliant team. Balanced as well. But there's probably better. There's probably better. I do like Neymar. I'd have to give him a kick up the arse and tell him to pass a bit more. But I do rate Neymar. Goldbridge, that's the end of the clip. I'm sure you enjoyed it. In fact, I bet that's the best clip you've ever watched. So there's no reason not to subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon so you never miss a clip again. In fact, smash a like on the video because we all know only legends like videos and you are all legends. So please smash a like on the video and we will see you again on the next one. Thank you very much for watching as always.